They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. This is not a song. This a revelation. How they get it gone? Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in weird.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it, and that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another tote for Carter. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter until about the 23. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's Penix. A throw to the flat for Carter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To the air, Penix. And it is caught. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Back to the ground with Carter. Taken down at the 42.
The big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And looking to throw, Penix. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Dart. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards.
Just to break down there defensively, it looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Carter. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Penix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Set up. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Okay, ready?
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Go. Cowboys.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready?
They'll go play action here with Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll throw with Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The Giants take over.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Play action. Now Dart. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Rocco 80. Let's go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Play fake, and here's Dart. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Play action now. Dart.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing. Dart.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A 4-yard
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And command is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
They'll try the left side with Carter. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Penix.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
That's a screenplay here for Carter.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Throwing again, Penix.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 6-19 Lions.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Now he's going to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look at it, move the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Penix working out of the gun here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Cougar 19.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Take over.
On play action, here's Dart. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Offense out there for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
And looking to throw, Penix. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And not only was his defense pitching a shutout. Now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their flag, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Penix. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Penix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Abdul Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 11 now.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
To the air, dart. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and 20.
Come on,
Here's Dart. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal, Atlanta.
They'll run with Carter. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you? You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Falcons 8.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Rocco 80.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.